Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Critics Cup. My name is Jacob, and today we're going over every buildable organic Lego Marvel creature that they have made so far, up to, as the time of recording this, June 2022. So this doesn't include like the Iron Man Hulkbuster mechs, the X-Men Sentinel robot, that kind of stuff doesn't count because there's just way too many mechs to include. In my opinion, I've included the Venom extension. I consider it as like a larger version of Venom, and the Venom Spider crawler version. I know these are meant to be piloted per se, but I treat them like I do the symbiote and the T-Rex as organic living organisms. Plus, I've included the smaller little animals characters that they've done for Marvel. And yeah, so this is all of them together in one frame. The only one I am technically missing is the Buildable MODOK from 2020. By the way, make sure you like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I do more content like this all the time on my channel. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So I thought we'd start in chronological order year by year, and then I'll group together certain ones. I should also clarify that I am not also counting extension characters. So like how Hela has this brick built component beneath her legs. But for now, we're just focusing on the 2014 adult sized version of Groot. This Groot is technically a different Groot to the one we see in the later films because he sacrificed his life at the end of the first Guardians. For the headpiece, he uses a whole moulded piece, and then he's all brick built around, so you can see how the plates are made up there on the inside. Taking a look around the back, you can get a better look at that mould and how they try to cover up some of the pieces. The problem with a lot of characters that use them ball joints is that they are in dark and light grey. For some reason, Lego just won't recolour them to specific colours just to make it easier for them when designing characters like this. Next up, we have Anthony from 2015. He came in the Ant-Man and the original Ant-Man movie from 2015 set. He has these fabric wings, have bended quite a bit over the years. That's just something that happens, especially with such a large fabric piece. But it's really cool design. I do like how they made up the shaping of a large-scale ant. He has a ball joint for his head and his little pinchers, if that's the technical term, let me know. And you've got some studs where you can sit a minifigure on top, and that's what it looks like from the other side. You can see how they've designed both of these. So I'm not going to go in depth on Garganto, so you've seen my review of this, that'll be linked, and I did a Doctor Strange minifigure comparison video with all the Doctor Strange characters with him in that. So I'm going to remove him away, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how Lego interpreted both of these guys. Sticking with the obelisk character solely, so he can do this. If you turn the head or any of the tentacles, you can spin him around. His jaws open up all the way so you can have him eat a minifigure. He came with two printed eye pieces, one on either side. Uses stickers for the rest of the detailing. He is a lot larger than this when he breaks through like the platform in the film. So see an extra sticker there. We have from Thor Ragnarok, which is one of my top favourite Marvel films, we have the Feminist Wolf, who's not quite similar to his comic book counterpart, but still really cool that we have an official build for him. They're actually doing a new Feminist Wolf in the new Creator Expert set, 3-in-1. Anyway, but yeah, this is the one from Thor Ragnarok. I would have preferred if the eyes were printed in some way. I think this is one of the weaker builds, in my opinion. I don't like how they did the feet, where they got the anti-tile pieces on the bottom, so it makes it a little bit weird. His legs kind of splay out a bit too far as well. You can get some dynamic poses out of it, all on ball joints, as you can see. Same with the towel. He's a bit rudimentary. I don't like how the towel's built up either. It just looks very chunky and very blocky. You can move the mouth as well and move his little ears. But yeah, I'm not crazy about this guy. He's definitely probably my least favourite out of all of the brick built characters. And from the 2018 Black Panther wave, this is a actual organic rhino. He just has a lot of armour, as in the film, on him with a ton of stickers. They use these specialised moulded leg pieces, which they've used on a few Star Wars creatures, and I think certain animals use it, but in just different colours. You've got little tail there which can move. He's got some stud shooters on the back, but the best part about him is you can tilt the head up and down so you can make him charge into battle and attack his enemies. So you can also rotate the head as well, so you get some nice poses out of this guy actually. I quite like this build. It's a little bit underrated in my opinion from the Black Panther wave. Next up we have a creature that is probably mostly forgotten by the LEGO community that LEGO did in the Rescue Helicopter weird Avengers Endgame set, which was only really cool to get the Pepper Potts rescue armor and Hulk in the Quantum Realm suit. But this was also probably the best build that come out of it. Anyway, it's a downscale version of the creature from Avengers 1 and Endgame. You can see how he uses quite a few stickers. He's got a printed console piece. I do like how they got the red for the mouth, but this guy's a little bit hard to pose. You can like do this kind of pose for him, like a wasp. Next up we have two creatures that probably won't or have never existed in the film. We'll start with the one from Spider-Man No Way Home, which came in the Phantom Workshop set. Yeah, a lot of people thought this guy might be a redesign of the Lizard or Scorpion, but that turned out to be false. Yeah, it's a very weird creature design. I do like how he's built. I like the giant pinchers, but it's a real throwaway character that I guess you could use as an extra villain if you wanted to in a battle scene with your Marvel display. Look at the newer creature that probably won't exist. I highly doubt this guy's in for Love and Thunder, but you never know until the film comes out in July. He uses quite a few stickers as well, but his eyes are printed. The back is not very well done up either. I just can't see this guy being in the film. Who knows? Start we have the Shunchi dragon, Great Protector or something like that. And they also did a polybag version, which I just thought I'd throw in here. I did a review on this little guy. I'm going to take the little guy aside because he's not really a real character. But as you can see, he is quite large. I already did a video on this one as well. The neck is quite long, but he takes up a lot of space if you were to lay him completely flat, like in the Ninjago Green Mech Dragon. I think he's a little bit longer, about the same length as that. I do like the base as well with the water, and you can put some figures on that to create a battle scene. But yeah, I'm not going to go too much into detail about this guy. I do like the printed eyes, and there's tons of stickers throughout. But I'm not going to go into all the posability because there's just too much to cover in this only quick little overview. And here we have Molten Man, who in Spider-Man Far From Home, spoilers in case you haven't seen that film, it's quite old now. He is a holographic projection, but I treat him as the real physical version of Molten Man. But yeah, I do love how he's built up. He's got like lava chains all over him. He has bits of like street signs and stuff like that, like the sign here and the traffic lights. Bit of a car hood there. Got a little lamp here. Comes with a stick size shooter. The face is printed. All the other details are stickers. These gold elements with the trans orange are really cool from the Power Miners line. Quite a good job of covering them up. They even added these little pieces here just to add a bit more detail to the lava-y effect of him. But yeah, his legs are really cool as well. I think this is a terrific character. So we have all the Deviants from the Eternals film from last year. These two guys were their own sets. This guy and this guy came in the larger Rise of Domo set, and this came in Irish's Shadow set. So this little guy's quite cool. I quite like this one. But if you look closely in the film, a lot of these creatures do pop up in the film. These aren't just random concept arts that LEGO made sets on. They are quite accurate, surprisingly enough, if you pay attention to the film, that you'll recognise a lot of these guys, actually. Like, well, this guy's the main guy. I think his name's Eros or Kroros, if I'm not mistaken, played by Bill Skarsgård in the film. Very cool character, but was kind of underutilised in the film itself. The film is a bit of a mixed bag for a lot of people, but the sets are pretty good. It's going into too much detail on all these guys because there's just too much posability, but you can see they're all on ball joints. I did a separate triple review of, apart from these two, I did a triple review with these three guys. So you can, if you want to look at further details, you can check out that review as well. Sticking with the Eternals, we have Irisham himself, which was his own separate set. This set is absolutely terrific. It's one of my favourite Marvel sets. Just to have a Celestial in Lego form is really cool. I've done a full review on this guy if you want to look at further details, but I've got Icarus there as a minifigure to represent how large this figure is. It is very large and very cool. And you can see all the sticker detailing throughout. As you can see, like all and most of these characters, He has some ball joints, so he's got full posability. Plus, he comes with a light brick as well. Next up, we have Venom, or We Are Venom. So I consider all these guys to not be mechs, more like extensions of Venom, because the symbiote itself is a living organism, so I'm just going to treat it as such. You could disagree civilly in the comments if you'd like, but for the purposes of my video, I'm including these guys because they just look really cool as a body of work. But as I said, I'm not including the forearm mech because that is more of a mech, because a minifigure is directly piloting that. Anyway, so let's take a look at these guys a little bit more closely. So we've got the Venomsaurus, which is from the Old Man Logan comic story, which is a very cool comic if you haven't read it. He's basically, the symbiote's taken over a devil dinosaur, I believe it was in the comic. It's been a while since I read it. It's a very cool build. I think this set was very underlooked because it came with a large Spider-Man vehicle, which was unnecessary. I feel like this set could have sold very well on its own. Then down below that, we have the Venomized Spider crawler. So they did a colour swap, which was really cool actually. So rolls, but it doesn't get enough traction. But the legs are meant to like jump up and down, but they don't work too well on this smooth surface, unfortunately. You can fit 2 minifigures on there as well. There's a ton of stickers on these guys, and some of them are prints if I'm not mistaken. Then we have the large Venom from the Venom versus Spider-Man set. I think it came out in 2018 or 2019. You can correct me on that down below. I do like as well how they incorporated all the large tons as well. So you've got a large ton on the dinosaur and on this guy. These guys just look really cool and really well done. Even got the tongue poking out on the little spider there. And then here is the small poly bag, which came out quite a few years ago now. It uses 5 minifig Venom heads, which was really cool. So if you've got a bunch of these poly bags, you could put these Venom heads on different Marvel characters and have them take over like different heroes and villains and stuff, which is kind of cool. It's a very cool little build as well. Reminds me a lot of the symbiote from Spider-Man 3 from 2007, which is a pretty okay movie. I don't mind that. I have Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder from the brand new Fall Love and Thunder Goat Boat set. Already done a full in-depth review on these guys if you want to check that video out as well. So here are all the smaller animal Marvel characters. So we have the 2 versions of Baby Groot, one in the Ravager outfit and one in his normal design with the boombox. Got Frog from the CMF and Alligator Loki from the CMF as well with the blue eyes. Got Goose the Cat from Captain Marvel, who's just a regular cat, and Morris from Shunchi on the end, who is accurate to the film with no face printed. You can see the little cape on Frog for and a better look at his helmet. And just in case the one person in the comments that will mention this, here's the tentacles popping out of the chest in the Doctor Strange Workshop set. Also as well, I didn't bother taking the whole set out, but you also have the tentacle monster from the 2016 Santon Centauran Doctor Strange set as well, which can rotate and move his tentacles. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you did enjoy the video. It was quite a long video to make. It took a little bit longer than expected. But yeah, if you really enjoyed the video, please make sure you subscribe. Comment down below which one of these guys is your favourite. Builds are weaker than others. Like, this never existed in any of the films. So we don't know at the time of recording this about Fall Love and Thunder, but I have a strong feeling that creature's not going to be in the film either. But yeah, I hope you all did really enjoy this. And I'll speak to you all again in the next video. Bye for now.